this computer. Okay. Have you done this before, an interview online?
Oh no, first time.
First time. First time is the best. So I am in San Francisco. Where are you joining from?
I'm here in Cupertino.
Cupertino. Okay. So the air quality is also the same as here, right?
Yeah, it's foggy here today.
It's clearing today, right? It's a little bit more sunny.
Yeah, but like 2 days back, yesterday it was completely orange here.
Yeah, that's right. Here too. So I took picture, took videos because that was the first time I saw anything like it. So Monish, I'm gonna get to know you better because with networking TGIF, it was kind of a few minutes. So I'm glad you accepted the invitation. Thank you so much. And so can you remind me the name of your startup?
It's called Thinklogy. So first of all, thanks for having me here, right? And thanks for inviting me as well.
Oh, okay, no problem.
So it's called Thinklogy.
What is it called?
Thinklogy.
Ecology. So it's about environment?
Thinklogy.
Oh, technology.
Think. It's a start from think, T-H-I-N-K, think. So we call it T-H-Y-N-K, think, logy. So it derived from Thinklogy.
Think?
Yeah, Thinklogy. Yeah.
Think, okay. Think logic. All right. Yeah. Sounds like a good name because everybody think. T-H-Y-N-G, Y-N-K or Y-N-G?
T-H-Y-N-K, think, logy, L-O-G-Y, Thinklogy.
Thinklogy. Okay, so it has something with logics and with thinking.
Yes, that is for like technology, right? Because there is a word in Urban Dictionary is called thinklogy,
yeah.
which is a meaning of reasonable thinking.
Reasonable thinking. Okay, reasonable thinking. You mean logical thinking?
Yes, but like for the definition of our company name is based on innovation and disruptive technology. So everyone has idea in their mind like once in a life for like to evolution of a technology or our ecosystem. So that thinking which will change that our ecosystem or our technology. So that is called Thinklogy for us. That's the definition of our company. Yeah.
Thinklogy. So you are the founder, I assume?
I'm a co-founder. I have a business partner as well.
Yeah. Okay. And so you do the technical development of the idea?
Yes. So by profession, I'm a mechanical engineer and project manager.
Yeah.
And I work for automotive industry more than 13 years right now. Yeah, 13 years in a big OEM startups like Honda, Byton. And
did you say in the automotive industry?
Yes, automotive industry.
Okay. Yeah. Does your startup has anything to do with automotive?
Yes, our industry focus is drones, robotic, and automotive. So these are
it's all three.
Yeah, all three. Yeah. So we're trying to make the whole transportation system is autonomous, sustainable, and not like using oil and gas anymore. So as like a Tesla is doing, right?
Right.
But like we are trying to integrate that technology in robotics or like a delivery drones. So like a transportation channels.
Okay. Okay. So so is there a specific product that you're concentrating on right now? Or is it just logic? I mean, is it just a software?
So let me tell you about what we offer. So we offer design and engineering services to our clients. So
Oh,
clients
you
can
offer the
get
services. Okay.
services, yeah. So it's engineering services.
Okay, got
If
it.
anybody like individual or company, so they have like some idea working on some physical products.
Yeah,
So we offer services and help them from idea generation,
yeah.
conceptual design, conceptual development, prototyping, and then development phase. So we help the whole product life cycle from
Oh,
idea
so
generation
you
to
basically a consultant.
yes, yes.
Okay.
But like we have also a plan to have our own product in the future, so we are working on that technology parallelly. Yes.
Okay, great, great. So, like, if a company needs your help for one part of their project, they can contact you.
Right, right. So if there is any part, any problem related to mechanical engineering, electrical engineering, so we are here to solve those problems. Yeah,
Great.
so we have a big team of engineers, inventors, and designers from industrial design, mechanical design, electrical design, and then CA simulation. So we help those companies or individuals to solve their problems on those areas.
Okay, okay, great. So I just see that you are inside an office, so you are working today.
Oh, yes. So being a startup, like in a startup or entrepreneur, so you have to work every day, right? So and we are on a very our starting phase of our company,
Yeah.
so that's why we have to
Oh, you
invest
have
more.
to do business development all the time.
Yes, yes, definitely, because our major clients are B2B.
Yeah.
Uh, yes, so that's why we have to always very professional and active to generate leads and reach them. Yeah.
Great. So you're in charge of the business development, or your partner is?
So I'm in charge of business development and the project management. So
You're
my
in charge of,
partner,
oh, you do a lot of things. Okay. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. So
Do
yeah,
you,
my partner.
do you
Sorry.
outsource the coding or whatever else that's being done with your company?
Yes, so we have lead engineers here in the USA.
Yeah.
So so we don't do like a coding. So we do 3D modeling and
Oh, you
the
do mold.
simulation.
Okay. Okay. Got it.
Right, right. Yeah, 3D modeling, simulation, and we have a team, some designers and engineers here in USA, but we have also partners like our sub team in Hungary and India. So,
Wow.
so that business model is work like if somebody has a urgent or like a immediate requirement for their project. So we try to do here in USA. If somebody has requirement for their the project for the budget is not high, so we
Okay.
help. So we can get that help from India or like Hungary. So just
Okay.
like to that make a balance of a cost effective. So
Yeah.
same
Zeki, you
quality.
met Zeki on the meetup? Zeki, he outsourced to Turkey engineers. You met him on the meetup?
Ziki, I
Yeah,
think
he was one of
yeah.
the moderator.
Yes, yes, yes. I think he messaged me on a LinkedIn. Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, we are
And
trying to meet, maybe set a time to talk maybe next week. Yes.
okay, and did you ever visit Autodesk at One Market Street?
No, it's in San Francisco.
Yeah, yeah, they have like a big gallery of all their 3D productions and designs. And
I know that, but I didn't get chance to visit. So yes,
yeah,
yeah.
it's beautiful. They have all kinds of inventions for construction, for shoes, for any kind of idea. They do the design
Right.
and the 3D printing, and they have days for kids to practice 3D printing from
Right.
fashion to aircraft to automotive. So anyway, yours is concentrated on automotive.
Drones and robotics as well,
Drones?
and
Oh,
robotics. Yeah.
Oh,
So,
okay.
so delivery robots and logistic, industrial automation. So all those areas we are focusing right now. So automotive is the last focus. I would say like a 20%, 30% we are focusing on automotive, but a major focus is for automation, industrial automation for our robotics side. So as you said, like Autodesk, so we use CATIA, SolidWorks, NX, ProE, and some FEA softwares and the 3D modeling softwares in a different as per like a customer's requirement.
Oh,
And yeah, so Autodesk like is a major player in those all applications for
oh,
the 3D modeling.
that's right. So you can, because I had Autodesk on my show one day, and it was a French engineer, and he got bought out by Autodesk. But he still works for Autodesk now. He was working independently first, and then Autodesk bought him out. But they swallowed up all the little companies, and they became big. um,
Yeah.
so that's the American model. If you become big, then you get bigger and bigger. Yeah.
Yeah.
So remind me again the name of your company. It's Think Logi.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
So
finally got it. Okay. So your logo, can you show me your logo? So you have it
yeah,
in your hand? You have it, oh, it's not on a piece of paper? Okay.
so I can share a screen if you want, or
No, so that to remind the viewer who you are, but it's a green logo, correct, with the T?
right. So if you will stop my video, so it will show. Yes. So this is
Oh,
our,
it's a Y. It's a Y. So it goes up. Okay. Okay. It's a Y. I mean, this way up, right? That's your
yes,
logo?
yes, yes.
The idea. So it's not a T, it's a Y. Okay. But okay, so since you do you do AI, I assume, because that's what it's all about nowadays.
Oh, yes. So AI, the whole automation is a future, right? So especially in this whole pandemic,
Yeah.
especially in autonomous delivery robots. So that
Oh,
demand is skyrocketing, right? And so there are a lot of companies already working on that, even Google or some the companies in Arizona or like a different states. So they're working on already on this technology.
yeah.
So we have also interns, researchers who are working on that technology as well.
Okay.
So yes, because
It's all in the testing phases, right?
yes, 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 because I think that some companies in LA, so they have already implemented and they are already started some delivering
Yeah.
um, their food, right? Especially for a pizza delivery or the food delivery, right?
It's all automated. Yeah.
Yeah, yes, because yeah, so it's also like it helps to stop that spread for a virus, right? So because it's completely contactless, so you have to just load that pizza in their robot, and then it
Yeah.
will just go to some anybody's who order that, and there is a code, so you enter the code and it will deliver to you. Yeah.
Okay. Are there many companies, like you said, Google, Autodesk, working on the same problem right now? Because
Yes.
Autodesk does also automotive. So you share your software with them, or it's all everybody does their own stuff?
So Autodesk is a main supplier for those all application designing application. So
Yeah.
we use their software, Autodesk software,
Okay.
to work on our projects.
On
Yeah.
your
So
okay.
that is a platform. So Autodesk is a platform.
Yeah.
So where you can design or you can simulation, do a FEA, CFD. So to make sure the whole design is going to look like, and also the whole manufacturing and engineering side, the calculations, so you can already implement in your design before it will start actual manufacture.
Are you happy with their platform?
Yes, yes.
Okay, it is smooth and running. You like it, or would you do it differently?
Yes, definitely. I like it. So, I mean, there are a few other companies, so they are also trying to improve some areas. So, especially Autodesk is also every year, I think, or every 6 months, they're trying to improve. So, like,
Yeah.
yeah, so it's an ongoing process.
Oh yeah,
So,
yeah.
like,
They have a whole team of engineers improving. Yeah, so
right, right.
they are big. They are very big. So, do you know some people there?
Autodesk,
Yeah.
uh, yeah, I mean, we know only a salespeople
Oh,
because
okay.
yeah, from because they help us to get those softwares, the salespeople, yeah,
They
sales
work
team.
for you.
Yes, yes, yeah. We also do 3D printing, right?
Yeah,
So
they specialize in that. Yeah.
yeah, we also do 3D printing for our clients. Yeah,
Hmm.
so if, it depends like how big is the project. If it is a small one, so we help them to get 3D print done. Yeah.
Yeah, they have in their gallery huge 3D printers, like for big, big, big projects. They can
Right.
even 3D print a building. Uh, I don't know if you have to rent their 3D printers when it's a big project.
It depends what size and what how much critical is the project. For like a small size of project, so we do have a 3D printer. So we
Oh,
do
you
have
have
a
your own?
machine.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's
so we do have a machine shop, so where we just 3D print there, and
oh,
also there is a large
you have like a little studio somewhere where you can go. I mean,
sorry,
you
say
have your 3D printer in another location.
yeah. So it has another location. Yes.
Okay. Okay. Well, I invited also someone who does 3D printing of all kinds of projects. It's a great invention too. I mean, I've seen all kinds from fabric to, I mean, you can 3D print a tooth for dentist. I mean, the applications are endless. So your application 3D printing is for parts of an automotive machine.
Yeah, I mean, not for automotive because mostly for our robots or like
Oh,
a
for
drone.
your robots, okay.
For those small projects, right? Because it has not a big size of the parts. The components are like a small, right? So for prototyping or like a testing phase, so we do first prototyping, 3D printing.
Yeah,
So we test it,
yeah,
and then if like so because this is a whole stage. So if I explain to you, so first we design, right? And then design, we try to consider the possibility, feasibility for the real world conditions, right? And then from that design, so we try to make a prototype. So we try to print as much as part from the 3D printing if it is a possible to
yeah.
not have like a soft tooling or like a big those press machines to make those parts, right? Because
Okay.
it's easy and quick and cost effective, so it's cheaper, right? And so once like a so there are like a stages of testing phase. So first prototype we test it, and then we see if there is any component or part is failing,
Yeah.
so that part we have to improve again. So then again we have to print it like on a second phase of prototyping, third phase of a prototyping.
And then
So
you
once we
deliver to
feel
the client.
like,
And then
sorry.
when it's ready, you deliver to the client the part.
Yes, yeah. So yeah, it depends because client is also involved in our testing phase. So they want
Okay.
to see which parts are failing and why is failing, how we can improve it.
Okay.
So this is the whole system. So yeah, so it also depends if the client is working with us, like giving us the whole projects. Okay, so just so this is what they want, and they just take care. Their interest is to see the end product.
Okay.
So they don't care how we are testing, what we are doing. So they just want our requirement. Their requirement should be a meet, right? So
Yeah.
some clients, so they just want like a one phase or two phase
Okay.
our help. So it all depends like how client's requirement. Yeah.
Okay, so your clients are based all over the world or mainly in the US?
So right now we are focusing in the USA only.
Okay, that's good. That's good. So you're lucky then that you speak perfect English, so
Oh, thank
you
you.
can communicate with them very well. So you have been here a long time. That's why you don't have that much of an accent. Like when people arrive, they have very strong accent, but with you, I can hardly detect it. It's very smoothed out.
Thank you. Thank
Yeah,
you.
so by now you're fully integrated in the American um, culture, I guess, and language, and so so it's you and your partner. You outsource the engineers, and you all of you work together to do whatever part the client requests. Correct, or I'm missing something?
So as I said, so we have a lead engineers project manager here
Yeah,
in USA.
yeah, yeah.
So if there is some, you can say the design work or like a engineer work. So we try to outsource from Hungary or India,
Right.
and so that is also our team there. So
Okay. Okay.
yeah, so they work for us, and we give them okay. So we do like because now these days is a lot of communication tools like a video, like a Zoom or like a other
Yeah.
remotely work, right? Because there is now the whole world is going into the remotely work, right?
Yeah.
So,
How would
so
you
that
compare? How would you compare the engineers in India to the engineers in Hungary?
I would say they are
Are you
both.
happy with both? Are you happy
Yes.
with both?
Yes, definitely. But like a team in our team in Hungary is more industrial designers, more innovation and creative side. So
Okay.
when so for example, if you have an idea of any product or like
Yeah.
anything, right?
Yeah.
So our first stage is for that idea generation and conceptual development. So
Yeah.
that is in our Hungary team in Hungary.
Yeah.
So they help to create some sketches, how it is gonna look like. They
Yeah.
do a like market research. So does this product has or idea has a potential,
Uh-huh.
right? And also there is a workshops. So where that client or individual has to go through, walk us through the whole process. So to make sure what is that idea is really has potential or not. So
Okay.
then after, yeah, so that innovation and industrial design, we mostly done in Hungary. And then we have engineers for like mechanical and electrical engineers who do all the design work, like for mechanical design, electrical design.
And
Yeah.
those are in India,
Yes, those are in India. So that's why I
but they
can't come.
understand each other. They understand each other.
Yes, they do. So because what team we hire, we have the partners. So we first took like some interviews and also work with them for like some for the trial period, and then see okay, so they don't have any language barrier or they don't have any for every engineer we have there is up to 5 to 10 years experience they have already in that industry. So they are not new or fresher. So they are
You
already
make sure there's
experienced.
a match. You make sure there's a match with their level and with communication, with their communication. You make sure they understand each other before you put them in the same project.
Right, right, right.
So that's your
Yeah,
job. That's your
yeah,
job to make sure that you coordinate the two. Uh,
that's true. That's true. Yes. So sometime we have a project so where we don't need industrial design. So
yeah.
it just like their idea is freeze, their the whole look is freeze. So all they need is just a mechanical engineering, electrical engineering side. So some projects are they just need their first industrial design. So then we don't need to involve Indian engineers. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. They don't want to go all the way. They have their own team.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Right.
So,
It all depends like a client's requirement.
so most projects are how long? Like 3 months, 6 months? Is there like a time, or is it whenever it's done?
So it also depends what type of project, right? If
Mhm.
it is
You decide how
if
long
it
it's
is
going to take?
if it is an automotive project and they want to have the body design, exterior part design, interior part design, I would say take a 1 year from ground zero, from a scratch level to prototype ready. It takes like a 1 year because
Oh,
automotive has maybe
It's 10 hours.
a lot of
so for
parts.
long term, long term.
Yes, so sometimes like a small projects because recently we got one project for consumer electronic product, and it was like 2 month, 1.5 month long project. So it all depends like the size of the product and how critical is that, how many component is there, and what is a packaging requirement, and so those all depends on the project requirement. So it can be 1 month or it can be 1 year.
Wow, the 1 year one require many parts, correct? I mean, it required a lot of work.
Yes, definitely. I would say there are at least 1,000 or 1,500 parts for automotive if it is like a one year project.
Wow, that many parts.
Yeah.
So, and then they're gonna test them all.
So no, so some parts which are critical, safety critical, for example, for automotive, right? So
Yeah.
we have to pass a lot of regulation, homologation. For example, there are some safety crash testing for a frontal crash, side crash, rear crash. So any automotive company, before they launch the product in the market, so they have to pass a regulation from the federal. It's called FMBSS,
Oh,
Federal
the
Motor
federal
Vehicle
regulations. Okay.
Regulation. So for those, so it has to do a system level as well, and for the complete vehicle as well.
Do you trust? Do you trust cars or whatever you building to be on their own? I mean,
It depends, because
there must
that is
be a human behind all of this, behind the scene, right?
you
It's
mean
just like
Tesla.
aircrafts, they fly alone, but there's the air traffic controllers, you know. Uh, will it be the same for automotive?
Yeah, so I think your picture is
Oh,
okay.
yeah, I'm trying to fix it. That's my problem. Let me see. Yeah, so I know my picture went off for some reason.
Yeah, that's right. So what I'm saying, it depends, right? So because Tesla is working on that autonomous self-driving software, right? So they are, I think, on a level 3 or level 4 right now,
Yeah.
and they are also working on a level 5, so where there doesn't require any steering wheel, so it can be drive itself. But
Okay.
that is also depend if we do. The question is, do we have that infrastructure, right? And we don't have that infrastructure, right?
We don't. So
Yeah,
it's all test.
especially, yeah. If you go on a suburb side or like in a central California or like a Midwest,
Yeah,
so
where it's empty, it's okay.
yeah.
But
I
not
mean,
San Francisco, because San Francisco is uphill, downhill, uphill, downhill.
no, I think in the city is a possible because they have a lanes or the whole those signals and everything.
It's
So it's easy to
possible?
detect.
Did
It
you
is
say it's
easy.
possible?
Yes, because there is a one company is called Cruise. They
Yeah,
are in San Francisco and they
yeah,
are already testing there.
up and
And
down
they're
the
also,
hill.
yeah, so they're also giving a free ride, and I think they are already there. So no person required behind the wheel, and it
Yeah.
can drive itself. So in the cities is a possible. I'm saying in those rural areas, so where there is a one lane. So in a one lane, there is a no lane in the
Oh,
center,
yeah, that is very hard. I know,
right?
I've been there. I've been there.
Yeah.
Everybody has to choose their lane.
Yes, yes. So there it will not work right now.
Yeah, because they all share the same road.
Right.
inbound and outbound. It doesn't make sense to me. They need to
Yes.
separate the road. But like again, my question is, if you put a car on the road, will there be someone, a controller somewhere?
So these days, cars they're building a technology which is a self-efficient to drive itself.
Yeah,
Because
but with
that
no
software,
traffic controller, with no
no,
human, no
no, no,
human. That is
no.
very dangerous because I don't trust AI. I think
Yeah,
AI
because
is not yet there. It's totally wrong. I mean, it AI
yes,
is good in theory, but not in real life because there's a lot of things that have variance and variables in real life that the AI doesn't understand.
right, right. So that's why the government didn't pass that regulation, or so legally you can't like drive itself, like a car can't drive itself. So somebody has to be there behind the wheel,
Okay.
otherwise you'll get the ticket, right? So that,
So right now
yeah,
it's still with the human somewhere.
right,
Oh.
right, yeah. So it's
Now what you develop also needs a human behind whatever you're designing.
sorry, again. So
I say
for
whatever you design right now, you
yeah.
always need a human to control it, correct?
For now, yes. But like they're working, a lot of companies are working on a technology so where it doesn't require a steering wheel. There's a there's a company called Canoe in LA. So
Yeah.
they're trying to make a ride share car. So
Oh,
where they don't have any steering wheel. So it will be
I've
just
seen
like
that. I've seen the Google car, and
yes.
there is no steering wheels.
Right, right. So they're working on that technology, but they have to first prove to the federal regulation or federal government. So it is a safe for our people, passengers, right? So if they will pass those regulation or like for a year, it's the same like FDA, right? So now there are a lot of companies are making vaccine, but FDA has to approve first in a trials, right? So now the
So there's
whole
67
self-driving
countries.
technology,
Yeah, I heard 67 countries have the vaccine.
right? So yeah, because FDA has very high expectation also that their way how to those pass those vaccine, right? And
They
to
have to
meet
test
the
all the
requirement,
countries. They have to test all the countries.
so every country has their own regulations. So
And all
USA
their
has
own
their,
tests. Okay. So if
yeah.
if a vaccine is approved, let's say they say Israel found it, right? Gilead. If it passes in that country, it doesn't necessarily pass in another country. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, yes, yes. Yes, for example, Russia or China is saying they have already vaccine, but like if the same vaccine maybe they will bring here, so maybe FDA will not approve to have any
Oh,
in USA. Yeah, so as I said, so that
even if it
as,
works,
as
even if it works in their country.
so same this that vaccine in developed by Oxford.
Yeah.
So they had some symptoms after that, and they had some problems. I mean, I'm not expert on that, but they are saying they're. I think the third trial, the people have some issues after that.
Oh yeah,
So
I heard. Yeah.
yeah,
So they have to put everything to the testing again.
yeah, they have to do it again. Yeah. So same in cars, automotive industry. So you have to pass those all federal requirement first. If there will be a safety for people, so
Yeah.
then they will pass. They will say, okay, so now we will give you that authority to launch in the market.
Okay. Okay. So if you have a project, let's say 6 months and doesn't pass, then you have to extend it to a year.
Yes, but that is also depend on. So once like first we propose, and what is our client requirements? They just want us to design, and then just deliver them the whole manufacturable design.
Right.
or they also want us, because in that stage, because major work is done
Yeah.
for before that prototyping phase or testing
Okay.
phase.
Okay.
After that, there will be some small iterations, some small changes
Okay. And they
required.
tell you,
In that time, maybe client will decide, okay, they have a engineer in-house,
yeah.
so they can use their engineer in-house, like a one engineer or two engineer to work on those small changes.
And they
So
would
then they,
work with you. They would work with you then.
so yeah, as I said, so if we have a contract just to deliver manufacturable design
Yeah.
in a 6 month, we deliver that, and we signed off, and they say, okay, we don't need your services. Maybe in the future we need it, so we'll let you know. So for a new change or new design, then they have to also, we have to come up with okay, so this much hours or these, how long it will take to change, implement those changes. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So it's up to the client to decide if they want you to keep working on it.
Right. Right.
Okay. It's never final, right? It's never final.
No, no. Even those Honda or big car companies, OEMs, so every 4 years they change their design and refresh their motor and bring it in the market. I'm sure you heard like a lot of the car makers, so um, they ask people to return their cars because
Oh
of
yeah,
their.
yeah, yeah. So sometimes there's a problem even if it was tested.
Right, right. Because if we test it, then still there can be a problem in a real world conditions, right?
Yeah.
So maybe after 50,000 miles, so there will be a
Oh,
problem. Maybe after
oh,
100,000 miles, there will be a problem. So
okay.
sometimes, yeah,
So basically, it's up to you to decide when you want to deliver the product, and it's up to them to retest it and say we need more work from you.
right, right. So basically, their manufacturing requirements or like a safety requirements. So if we meet in our first 6 months or 1 year, whatever the requirement is, so then that project will close. But in the future, maybe they will say, now because that the whole manufacturing process or assembly process, we want to make it more cost effective. So then we want to reduce timing for assembly. We want to use a different material for the parts. So can you design a part which will be more cost effective from assembly side, manufacturing side, and meet the performance requirement? So then we have to again brainstorm or rethink and see how can we improve that from engineering side as well.
Got it. So when you deliver your product, you're never sure 100% that it will not be modified. I mean, you deliver it because you feel confident, but then there's a door open to make changes.
No, so we deliver to meet their requirement. If they say, so this is our performance requirement, this is our durability requirement, this is our robustness, corrosion requirement, thermal requirement. So we meet those requirements
Okay.
because the client set the target. So we meet those targets,
Okay.
then we deliver the data.
Okay.
Maybe in the future they will change their target values, so then we have to work again. The
Okay.
people, the clients, they mostly change it because there are a lot of competition, right? With so many car companies out there, they try to, like a Tesla has a Model 3 has a 5-star rating from a FMVSS, from a federal regulations, which means that is the safest car for the people to drive.
Nice. Okay.
So other cars company, they will also want to have a same 5-star rating or more than that to, yeah.
But other car companies, like you say, do they spy on Tesla to see what they have not done? I
I
mean,
would say
because
SPY is called in our world is benchmarking. So
oh, benchmark, yeah.
we do benchmark all other cars and depend on like who's our competitors, right? And if it is a SUV or sedan, what are the other sedans or SUVs which is already in the market and prove themselves.
Oh, okay.
Then we benchmark those cars to just see how we can improve those areas, which they
So you're
are.
lucky if every 4 years they're going to change the model. You're lucky you will always have work. I mean, it is a work in progress, right? It's always changing. It's always renovated. The
Yeah.
material come up, and you have to work on those new innovation. So you have work forever. I mean, I guess that since cars change shape and material, then you also will have endless work, correct?
Yes, well, like it also depends because big companies, OEMs, so they have mostly in-house engineers,
Right,
designers.
right. Oh,
So
they decide if they want to outsource a part
yeah,
or a
some
project.
company like I'm giving example for a Honda, so they try to refresh their model every
Yeah,
4 years.
yeah,
The Honda has a big team or
yeah.
contractors
Yeah.
work there to do the whole activities, whole work. So
Oh,
they don't need to outsource from another contract house. They do, but still now because the whole transportation or automotive industry is changing into electrifying it, right? So they are more
okay.
focusing on how those batteries or those powertrains they can make it better and better, more efficient.
Oh, okay. So they might hire you anyway, even if they have their own in-house, if they have a deadline.
Yes, definitely.
So they're
Yes.
gonna need like the extra push or the extra help at the end of the line.
So that's a good thing to work with us, so they can ramp up and ramp down
Faster,
anytime.
faster. Okay.
Yeah, because they don't have to hire their engineer and then there is a liability, right?
Oh yeah, yeah.
So
They have to keep them
yeah, yes.
or
So
give them all kinds
they
of.
have yeah they have to train them and then they give the benefits to working with us. Okay, so we have already engineers, right? So they can just use those engineer for a hourly basis, right?
Oh, and you are the one who provides the healthcare or whatever.
Yes, yes. So there is a just a fixed cost for them, yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah. Especially in India, everybody has healthcare, right? And in Hungary also. So it's a minimal expense to you.
Yeah, but I'm still saying like people also work here for us in the USA
So you,
that
so you
still we have to
provide.
take care. So our client doesn't need to think about that. So
Okay.
they can if they want more engineers do more work done, so we can ramp up quickly. If they just want to, okay, say, okay, so we want to hold that for another 1 month or 2 months because of funding situation or other situation, so then we can just hold it, right? So there is a yeah.
Our
So no,
contractors paid in advance, just on the side, just for my own information. Are you paid in advance as a
so
contractor?
from our client, so when the project kick off, so we try to have 25 to 30% upfront for
Oh,
the
upfront,
project
okay.
cost, yeah. And then we pay our engineers bi-weekly or monthly.
Okay. And then when you deliver the project, they pay you the remaining amount, and then you pay more to the engineers, or they already paid?
Yeah, so our engineer cost is a salary, right?
Okay, okay.
So,
But after you deliver the project, you pay them more?
so every project has upfront cost, and then there is a milestones. If it is a 1 year project, so there will be a milestone of every 3 or 4 months. So
Okay,
that the portion of payment will be according to those milestones. So
okay,
we have to
okay.
show, so we have to show our client, okay, so we meet this milestone, and
Right.
this is that what where we are, right? And so this is a portion of payment is pending. So they will deliver those portion of payment to us.
Then you can pay your engineers. Okay.
So for engineers, so we are paying, as I said, bi-weekly or monthly. So that
Okay.
is non-stop payment. So even we have project or we don't have project, we still have to pay our engineers.
Oh yeah, of course, because they are salaried people.
Yeah, that's a fixed salary, so it will not goes up or goes down. Yeah.
Really, really, even after you deliver the project, they don't get the delivery difference, right?
Well, I mean,
It
so
doesn't
there are,
affect them.
yeah, so there are allowances or some benefit, like a
Okay.
bonus, right? So which is like a annually.
If they deliver on time, for example, right?
Yeah, we have to deliver on time.
But the engineer have to deliver on time too. I mean, the whole team has to deliver on time.
Yeah, so that's why we're project manager make sure so hold
It
that.
goes
So
on schedule.
yeah, weekly activity or daily activity to meet those timeline.
You meet them on Zoom and see how if they have questions and stuff like that.
We do have a weekly review, the technical reviews, and for our internal team building, weekly or monthly, we set up to just build that relationship. So we will not feel like we are far, just a one team.
Yeah, yeah. So they're all on the same page as you, so that everything goes smoothly.
Right, right.
And if someone works faster than someone else, are they allowed to just wait for the others to catch up?
Yeah, so as you said, and I said, this is a teamwork. So if somebody has already done his work, his or her, so they can help others.
Oh, they can help. Okay, that's nice. That's nice. That's a nice policy. My God, I don't know. Maybe my window should be okay. Here we go. I apologize for that, but that's Zoom for you. They have a lot of work to do on Zoom.
Yes.
You need to help them because when the light goes on and off, you need to help them. I know maybe it's not your specialty, but right now the stock is going up and up, and they'll be able to hire you to fix that. Even though it's not your specialty, but I'm sure there is something that you can do. You see, they say when you see a problem, you see an opportunity, and this is a problem. Okay.
Yeah, yeah, but you also need expertise in that area.
You
We
mean
don't have
lighting experts and stuff like that? Okay. Yeah, I just
more about like a camera or I don't know that virtual background.
yeah, virtual background works and then natural background works. We'll see. Hopefully they'll fix it, you know.
Right.
Okay, so well, I want to thank you because you have been very patient with my obvious things that are obvious to you, but you answered them anyway. And I appreciate you answering my questions because I come from a non-engineer area, so I interview people in general, not technically. So thank you so much for presenting your company. So you consider still yourself a startup?
Yes, it is a startup. Yes.
It is considered a startup. When will it be considered an official company? I mean, when will it be not a startup anymore?
So we do have some business targets. So maybe we will meet those targets this year, end of this year. So
And then you'll
hopefully,
be officially a company without calling yourself a baby. Okay. So now you're at the teenage stage because you already have clients.
yeah, we are still working full time. Yes, and yeah. So
Okay.
hopefully next year it will be.
Soon you'll be an adult and 18 and on your own, right? Okay.
Right.
Thank you so much. It has been a pleasure to see you and to talk to you. I hope to see you again on SVE TGIF networking. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much as well. Yeah, pleasure.
You have a great day. Thank you. I'm going to stop the recording now.
All right.
Thank you. Oh, yeah, put your logo one more time. Great. Thank you.